Welcome back to the Cheap Air Gunner channel. I'm Cherokee Steve. As I mentioned before, I thought I would do a quick little video with a comparison, especially while I still have it here, as far as the 1322 that I've modified and I am giving away. A side-by-side comparison with my Crosman 2289. They are essentially the exact same gun, with a couple of exceptions. The 2289 is a 1322, but it comes with the shoulder stock, and it also comes with a 14.5-inch barrel. Actually, it's 14.6 inches. Versus the 10.25-inch barrel that comes as the stock barrel on the 1322. But the 2289 comes as, it's also called a backpacker, and that's because when Crosman has released it, it's been titled the Doomsday Bug Out Kit. You get a backpack and other, survival essentials, so to speak, a canteen, a compass, a fire starting stick, other things. But I just want to focus on the guns themselves and do the comparison a little bit more closer up. So let's get a better angle, and that will allow us to get a better look at each of them. And I'll go over some of the differences as far as the modification process that went into each. The vast majority of the differences between these two guns is cosmetics, the external looks. The internal modifications that I did to the 1322 and detailed in the video series, with all the various power modifications that I made to the 1322, are the exact same power modifications I made to my 2289. Now, cosmetically, as you can see, the 2289 has the steel breech. I wanted to mount an optic. This was a really nice, small, compact scope. It has a lighted reticle, and it is a 4x magnification. It's a single magnification. It's a pretty basic scope. As far as the tactical look to it, I did also cosmetically, I had polished the steel breech, removed all the bluing from it. I polished the barrel. I added a muzzle brake. It isn't a sound moderator at all. It is purely a muzzle brake with, appearance of vented holes in it. But, it was kind of a black and polished silver look theme to the entire gun. Back here, I also installed a power adjuster, different style, different look. As I said, when you go on eBay and you look at those motorcycle seat hold down screws, you can get these in all different styles. They have them, black, polished, combination of the two, like this one, pointed at the end. But this one is a bit fancier than the one I have installed on the 1322. But they both serve the exact same purpose. Add some tension to the hammer spring and increase the power that the hammer strikes the valve stem with. Exact same trigger shoe, does have a different pump handle. This is based on the older style 2289 pump handle. This one is wooden, it's not the plastic version. I have, really don't know why Crosman discontinued that pump handle. It really is a sleek looking, functional pump handle. Wider, easier to grip, and just looks better. If you could find an older style plastic one, be sure to grab it up, because they are few and far between as far as being available out there. Now, the pump handle, as I said, on the stock 1322 was replaced with this one, and the rear portion of it really, like I said, reminded me of a 2250. One of the modifications that is made that I did do was to the bolt probe itself on the 2289. I'm going to try to get this so it's closed up and noticeable. But what I have, I can post a picture where it'll be much clearer. There's an extended bolt probe that I machined. The probe is the smaller pointed tip that pushes the pellet into the loading port. And you machine that flat. You drill end mill or end mill a hole into the very center of it. It has to be on center. You don't want it to walk at all. You don't want to go in too far, because the diameter of the probe really goes down very small, just behind where the O-ring is that seals off the barrel after the pellet is loaded. But after you get the hole put into it, you need to find a small round cylinder piece of metal to insert into that. It seats the pellet in just a little bit further. That 100% guarantees that the pellet skirt is going to be in front of the barrel port. After making modifications to the gun itself and increasing that rush of air going into the barrel, if it's high enough and the lead of the pellet is soft enough, you can actually damage the skirt prior to the pellet being pushed out of the barrel. So that's some of the advantages to an extended bolt probe. Some people will argue whether or not it's actually needed. There are other types of probes, a flow-through probe that people, will debate is superior to an extended bolt probe. But regardless, I chose to go with an extended bolt. I did a video a while ago about the modifications I made to it. I didn't do a breakdown in-process modification series like I did with the 1320. Just to give you a quick side-by-side comparison, this is just an example of, appearance-wise, what you can do. Really personalize a gun to your tastes. Really make it your Crosman pumper, which can definitely be done with, obviously, the 1322 and whomever wins the game.